is collecting the like terms. This and this, they are like. This and this, they are like. Now, what do? 5p plus 2p, it gives us 7p. Then minus 3q minus 4q means you are owing 3q, you are still owing another 4q. My name is Mr. Moses S. Babatunde. I welcome you all to today's mathematics class. Before we start, I'm going to tell you 4 basic principles that guide us stay in this class. The first principle is that you should be very attentive in class. Second principle, try as much as possible to be free to ask questions that bothers your mind. And third principle is that be prompt in submitting your assignment. And finally, number 4 principle, which is very important, is that subscribe into this channel. Very, very important. Now, we want to start the class. The topic we are considering today is simplification of algebraic expression. Simplification of algebraic expression. I decided to start with this topic because I believe the best way to teach mathematics is to start from known to the unknown. Everybody practice the concept of algebra, and that is why I decided to start from this topic. And after this topic, we'll keep progressing to the next level until eventually we get to the areas of the unknown. And then, what is algebraic expression? Algebraic expression is the aspect of mathematics that deals with addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of both constants and variables. Constants referred to as number, while variable are letters or the unknown terms. Let us take, for instance, 3x. 3 is the constant while x is the variable. 5k. 5 is the constant while k is the variable. 7a. 7 is the constant while a is the variable. 2m minus 3n. 2 and 3, they are the constants, while m and n are the variable. Now, there are some terms that are commonly used in algebraic expression. The first term that is used in algebraic expression is number 1, coefficient. Coefficient. When we say coefficient, coefficient is referred to as the combination of both number and sign that occupy the front part of a given letter. Now, let us take, for instance, x, 3x. So the coefficient of x here is 3. 5k, the coefficient of k here is plus 5. 7a, the coefficient of a here is plus 7. 2m, the coefficient of m here is plus 2. Then n, 3n, the coefficient of n here is minus 3. Now, there are times in an exam you will be asked, like they will ask you in an exam, what is the coefficient of y in the expression 3x minus 5y? What is the coefficient of y in the expression 3x minus 5y? 3x minus 5y. The question says, what is the coefficient of y in this expression? This is 3x and this is minus 5y. So when we say coefficient now, we refer to as the number and sign that occupy the front part of a given letter y. That is the coefficient. So the coefficient here is minus 5. The coefficient of y here is minus 5. And so therefore, the answer is going to be minus 5. The answer is going to be minus 5. Now, the second terms that is commonly used in algebraic expression is positive and negative term. Positive and negative term. Number 2 is positive and negative term. Positive and negative term. When we say positive term, we mean terms that carry plus. The term that carry plus. And when we say negative, we mean terms that carry minus. Mathematically, plus sign symbolizes credit. That is the amount of money that you have with you. Minus sign symbolizes debit. That is the amount of money that you are owing. Now let us take, for instance, in an exam, you are asked to simplify. You are asked to simplify minus 5p plus 3p. When you say minus 5p plus 3p, it means that you are owing 5p and you have 3p with you. When the person you are owing that money comes and said, where is my money? So all that you need to do is to just say, I have 3 with me, but I'm owing you 5. So you are going to bring out the 3 that is inside your pocket, pay part of the money that you are owing. Then the balance is now going to be minus 2p. This minus indicates that this is the amount of money that is yet to be paid. Then number 2, you can be asked to evaluate. You can be asked to evaluate plus 7m minus 4m. Plus 7m minus 4m. This one indicates, or it symbolizes that you have 7m with you and you are owing 4m. So when the person you are owing that amount of money comes, you will dip your hand confidently into your pocket and bring out the 7 that is inside your pocket. So how much are you paying? You are paying 4. Then you count 4 out of that amount, pay that 4. Then you are going to be left inside your pocket plus 3m. This is a sign. This is the amount of money that is left with you, your own personal money. I want to believe we understand. That is very good. So we want to proceed to the next term. And the next term that is commonly used in algebraic expression is like and unlike terms. When we say like terms, we mean terms with similar letter. Unlike terms are terms with non-similar letter. Let us take, for instance, in an exam, you were asked to simplify for the purpose of an exam, you were asked to simplify 5p minus 3q plus 2p minus 4q. You are asked to simplify this. Now you look at it. There are 2 different variables here, variable p and variable q. Here is another P, here is another Q. So there are two different variables. Now what we are going to do to solve this problem, we are going to collect like and unlike terms. You know that like terms, they are terms with similar letters, while unlike terms are terms with non-similar letter. You try to collect the like terms and ensure that those like terms, they are together. Remember, there is a common saying that says, like bird of the same feather flock together. And so we want to have collect the like term. Collect the like terms. So I'm going to take this one. This one is like with this. So I will carry 5p, liken it with plus 2p. Then I'm going to take this one minus 3q is like with minus 4q. So this is collecting the like terms. This is collecting the like terms. This and this, they are like. This and this, they are like. Now, what do we do? 5p plus 2p, it gives us 7p. Then minus 3q minus 4q means you are owing 3q, you are still owing another 4q. So, altogether, the amount of money you are owing becomes minus 7q. Minus 7q. So, at this point, you notice this p and this q, they are unlike terms and they cannot flock together. So, we are going to stop at this point. We cannot go beyond this point. I want to believe it's clear to everybody. That is very good. Another term that is commonly used in algebraic expression is removal of brackets. Removal of brackets. Let us take, for instance, in an exam, you might be asked, remove the brackets. Remove the bracket. Then you have minus 2p into bracket minus 4p. Close the bracket. Minus 2p minus 4p, then you have a bracket close. What you are going to do first and foremost is that you are going to remove this bracket. To remove the bracket is like using a key to open a door. You cannot have access to what is inside the door or inside the room until you open the door. And so we are going to make use of this minus 2p as an appropriate key to open this room. This is a room, and this is the key that we are going to use to open this room. Now, how do we open the room? We are going to now say, first and foremost, minus times minus. Please understand, minus is like a giant, like a lion, very strong animal. When minus and minus, when they mix together in fighting, when they come together to fight, you will understand no one will agree to accept defeat. They can fight from morning till evening. No one out of the two lions will agree to accept defeat until when plus eventually come and find out what is the problem. Why have you been fighting since? Ask question from the first lion, ask question from the second lion. At the end of the day, the plus will now come in to settle the dispute between the two lions. So that is why mathematically we say minus times minus is plus, because it is the plus that finally come to settle the dispute between the two giants, lion and lion, that engage in fighting. And so after that, minus times minus is plus. 2 times 4, the result is 8. P times P, the result is P squared. That is, you double the content, P. So this is how we're going to solve the problem. I want to believe it's very clear to everybody. That is very good. That's very good. Now, if you look at number 2, you can be asked to remove the brackets. Remove the bracket minus 3x into minus 8k. Minus 3x into minus 8k. So once again, you are going to use this key to open this room. It is after you have opened the room before you can have access to whatever that is inside the room. So we want to begin now. Minus times minus definitely is going to give us plus. You remember? That is very good. 3 times 8, it gives us 24. So x times k, it gives us sk. S times k is going to give us sk. I want to believe it's clear to everybody. Okay, that is very good. And so the next commonly used term that is used in algebraic expression is expansion of expression or expansion of terms. Expansion of term, that is the next commonly used term in algebraic expression. In expansion of term, you might be given this type of example. Maybe in an exam, you might be asked to expand minus 2 into bracket minus 4p plus 8, close the bracket. You are asked to expand minus 2 into bracket minus 4p plus 8. Then you close the bracket. When you want to expand, don't forget, expansion is like removal of brackets too. Sometimes it is being used interchangeably. So what you are going to do, there is a key outside here, and this is the room. So the content of the room, they are this and this term and this term. So first and foremost, you are going to make use of this key to open the door. Then after that, you have access to all the terms that are inside. Now let us make use of the key. What you are going to do first and foremost, you say minus times minus. Definitely you know what it will be. It will be plus. 2 times 4, it will give you 8. When you say 2 times 4p, it will becomes 8p. Then you are through with the first term, the term that is here inside the room. Then you now use this same key to deal with this second term that is equally inside the room. And so you are going to now have minus times plus. It gives us minus. Now you understand. Sometimes if you see minus and plus fighting, can you guess who is going to win out of the two of them? Definitely, minus is a very strong animal mathematically, but plus is very weak. Minus times plus, the result is going to be minus because minus is going to win over plus. So 2 times 8, it will be 16. The result is going to be 16. And so this is now going to be the final result. You are going to have 8p minus 16. The reason is because this plus that is here is still here, but it is now invisible. But we know that plus is there. Do we understand? That is very good. Now we are going to come to the end of the class at this point. But I don't want you to forget to subscribe into this channel. It is very important. So before you go, I will give you classwork. Make sure you submit this classwork into the comment section, and I'm going to visit the comment section for marking. So these are the assignments for the day. Assignment number 1 says, what is the coefficient of q in the expression 2p minus 3q? So the options are provided here. So by the time you're able to solve and you get the appropriate option, you will now forward the appropriate option into the comment section. Now, number 2, assignment 2, simplify 5p plus 2q minus 3p minus 4q. So the options are provided here. Option A is 2p minus 2q, and option B 2p plus 2q, option C 3p minus 2q, and option D 5p minus 2q. Number 3, assignment. The question says expand minus 3p into bracket minus 2p plus 3. The option provided are A 6p plus 9, B 3p square minus 9p, C 6p square minus 9p, D 2p square plus 9p. So you are going to identify the appropriate option, then send it or forward the option into the comment section. So by the time I visit the comment section, I will mark it and forward it back to you. Thank you very much. Here is the end of the class. Until we meet again in the next class. Bye for now.